What is good, Laker fam? It's your man Franky back up in the building for another edition of Lakers React, coming through bringing the hottest stories from around the purple and gold that you are commenting on online. Now, each week we come through here on Lakers React to scour the internet for your comments, feedback, and everything that goes on around our Los Angeles Lakers. So for more on that, man, we just gonna go ahead and get this party started. I got tons of stories coming your way right here on Lakers React. Let's get it going. Although as of late, KCP has come into his own, a consistent messaging at some point of each part of the last two seasons has come into play, wanting to trade KCP. That brings us to a post we found online from NBA Memes sharing a ClutchPoint.com article detailing how KCP revealed that LeBron James stuck with him through his darkest of times. Of course, anything portraying LeBron in a positive light is going to get plenty of comments. And that is where Ken replied, first off, saying, ask most of the Lakers who played last year the same thing, and you won't get the same answer. And it sounds like Ken is referring to a lot of those involved in a potential trade package when the Lakers were trying to gain Anthony Davis. And as you might be able to see, Ken, there is a big reason why the Lakers were chasing Anthony Davis to pair with LeBron, with the Lakers having the beginning regular season record to prove why he was so important to offer the entire squad for Davis. But anyway, moving on to Demi. Demi posted, yeah, this is great, and I'm glad KCP is playing better. But don't think LBJ won't be afraid to upgrade Joe. You know. Interesting comment there, and beyond it all, I still think that many people forget that this is a business. So, for example, if you look at the NFL and Tom Brady or Eli Manning, they are both stars in their own right, Super Bowl winners, but at some point, don't think those teams won't be willing to either cut them or offer them in trade packages to improve their current situation. It's almost that what have you done for me lately type of vibe in the professional sports arena. That's just how it is. Now, with this next comment, I believe it's Javi responded, LBJ is kind, so wondering why others say he's not. Kyrie had an attitude, so he left LeBron to think he was better. Okay. I mean, Kyrie's out doing his own thing. He's always been kind of an enigmatic type of creature or player for the most part, but we love Kyrie too. Up next, we had Loida responding about the negativity, saying, a lot of haters and negativity. Just be happy for the success of others. If you don't like them, why waste your time following them? Just follow the ones that you like. LeBron forever, good times or bad times. I feel you on that one, but a lot of folk are so messed up, girl, and so toe down on the inside that they need somebody to hate to feel better about their little sad situation. But finally, moving on to the next comment, we had a comment from Alpha discussing the Lakers' ability to move KCP, saying, y'all also know KCP has to approve any trade the Lakers try to include him in, right? That is courtesy of Rich Paul and LBJ. Now, true, KCP's contract has a no trade clause without him approving. But don't think those voices in LA bashing him everywhere just because of his play may not influence a young player like KCP to want to cut ties and take his losses just to get better in another situation. I mean, look at Ingram and some of the other young Lakers, how they feel a little bit more free now that they're over in New Orleans. Either way, at the end of the day, Los Angeles can be a cold town when you are underperforming. That's all I'm saying, fam. With the season so young, it is interesting how you have sports analysts and fans alike deeming teams bad already when we are barely into the 2019-2020 season. They especially love using their judgment of teams that the Los Angeles Lakers have beat to basically belittle the victories of the Los Angeles Lakers. This brings up a post from Brandon, who posted, here you go, haters. I believe this is the bad San Antonio Spurs team that the Lakers beat that they should have just naturally beat, of course, since they are trash. But then they come back and beat a healthy Clippers. I just am asking because when they lose to the Lakers, they a bad team. But when they beat the Clippers, what are they? Yo, I feel you on that one, Brandon. Now, responding to Brandon's comment, this one did a roundabout in explaining the better team, with Isaac replying, Celtics blew this team out and the Clippers beat us. I guess, according to Lakers fan logic, Celtics are still in the race. Okay. Anyway, up next, you had a supporter of the Clippers with Gary responding, I think the Clippers just had a bad night. I'm not complaining, though. I'm a Laker fan, LOL. I guess they had a bad night when they played against Milwaukee, too. And Giannis spanked that ass on their birthday. On his birthday, I should say. But yeah. Anyway, up next, Caleb came through supporting the bad play of the Clippers, commenting, they're still a bad team. Speaking of the Spurs, it was an ugly loss, but Kawhi, PG, and Lou had off games. It's not a big deal, though it's one regular season game in November, LMAO. Still have title aspirations, though. Interestingly enough, there was a lot of mercy for the Clippers, and that is where our final comment highlights from Rodney posting, all they're going to say is, it's the regular season. Okay. One thing I will keep telling you all season long is that you can't pay attention to the likes of ESPN and Fox Sports and way out fan posts bashing the potential of where teams can go. It's all entertainment where, for example, in television behind the scenes, you have producers talking to the talking heads there in the studio through their headsets, pushing an agenda to drive ratings. At the end of the day, they are fans just like me and you who make predictions and sometimes are wrong and sometimes are right. They could care less if they make you upset with their predictions because at the end of the day, when you watch them or you click on their article that they wrote, they're getting paid, folks. When you look at the likes of Skip Bayless, who was a diehard Spurs fan and couldn't stand Kawhi Leonard, jumping to being a Clipper fan, rocking his jersey in those orthopedic New Balance shoes on Undisputed, that lets you know that the programming they are creating is more of like a WWE style of sports talk with heroes and villains at the drop of a dime set up to drive viewership. None more, nothing less. Anytime the Lakers win, they beat a bad team. And when the Clippers lose, they had an off night. They'll get it together. So they can't have the mercy on the Laker fans because Laker fans drive ratings, folks. That's all I'm saying. Now, of course, I could jump on here and say some of the dumbest things in the world to get you all riled up. But at the end of the day, no matter whether the Lakers win or lose, I'm still a ride or die for the purple and gold. That's all I'm saying. For any championship run, the supporting cast is always a key part of where the team will go. And that is what our next comment kicks in on, with Alex Caruso called into question for his play this season so far. Vibes Cartel got the conversation rolling in the Lakers Nation Facebook group with this post saying, what you got to say about this guy? Is he a valuable asset to the team? Hashtag Lakers fans. Hashtag Caruso fan. Sharing one of our first comments highlighting Steven, he joined the conversation posting, the most underrated and talented NBA player. His best asset is his IQ. He is so heady and smart, has good speed, and uses angles so well. I like that comment. I mean, he's definitely maximizing all of his skills to help the Lakers win. Up next, we had Benjamin loving the toughness of Caruso, saying, he gets up in players' faces, man. Even last night when he was on the court, he helped them to get back that lead. I can agree with that. I like how Caruso gives his everything, although I think a lot of guys that come from that G League background, man, they hungry. I mean, they've been in the trenches grinding. Now they're in the big leagues and they trying to, get it in. You have to go hard at all times if you want to stay in the NBA. Up next, we had Bonnie replying, yes, an asset. If the team is winning, there are players contributed a lot without using the stats. Now, this is a good one, considering before the season began, even though the Warriors were looking at Caruso, It would have been interesting to see what happened around the trade deadline to beef up what the Lakers are already working with. Now, our next highlight moves in the direction of Sean, with him posting, most definitely underrated. His importance will emerge as the season progresses. See your next Paxson here. Ooh, I like that comparison. We definitely could use the likes of a John Paxson-esque style of player. Now, this comment made me smile because I know with Sean, he is definitely a fan with that throwback player comparison. Now, in the realm of using assets and still keeping Caruso, we had Stephen posting cut Dudley and Daniels for Jamal Crawford and Kenneth Faried. Cook could be traded for Dennis Smith Jr., keep KCP, keep Caruso. Everyone else is fine. 100. Well, that's a definitely interesting trade proposal. Of course, when you see us online or on the videos, definitely tell us what you think of that trade package. Interesting conversation there. Good food for thought. And that was definitely cool to think about. Well, I love the support of Alex Caruso, and we'll see how it all shakes out in the end. You never know. December 15th and beyond. Those trades may happen, folks. All right, folks. Duos. Now, if it's one thing in Laker fandom we like to compare duos. One duo versus the next duo. And that's what pops up our next conversation with my man Lavelle posing this question. Keep it 100. Which duo wins more chips in their prime years? Hashtag Kobe and Shaq or hashtag Bron and Shaq? Ugh. Now, I don't know about you, but it got my wheels spinning and others as well. For example, we had Eric posting, Shaq just would have been a better and more productive player with LeBron, but Kobe and Shaq would have won more wins looking at how Kobe had more ways to actually score the basketball than LBJ. Okay, I definitely feel you on that. Kobe's a monster on offense. Continuing on into the debate, Chris had this to say. Kobe and Shaq all day. LeBron just now learning how to close games in the past couple of years. Now, sticking with a little Black Mamba support, we had Timothy sharing, I'll say Kobe because he came in the league with that killer mentality like Jordan. To me, LeBron is still not there. Of course, now coming up next, not everybody was on board with Shaq and Kobe, like Hanif posting LeBron and Shaq. I say that because LeBron would have relented to Shaq, but Kobe would have been like, we on the same level. Interesting, because I can see where you're going there. They definitely have some different mentalities when you look at LeBron versus Kobe. Now, keeping the comments rolling up next, we had Chino on Team LeBron commenting LeBron and Shaq because LeBron would make sure that everybody eats, thereby keeping everybody happy and the dynasty together. Kobe was an inefficient ball hog, who never in any season shot more than 46%. LeBron and Shaq both would have averaged 25 points per game and won no less than 4 titles in a row. Remember, Kobe destroyed that dynasty purely out of jealousy. Now, that, my friend, was a harsh comment right there. I'm definitely interested to see how fans reply to you on that one. Up next, we had David saying, I had to say Shaq and Kobe purely because LeBron and Shaq are both paint-dominant players, with Kobe being more perimeter. It would space the floor more. Okay, I'm with that. And then finally, with our last comment, Miguel posted Bron over Shaq, or Bron and Shaq would have stayed together because Bron is a pass-first player and would have won more than 3. Plus, Phil Jackson as your coach. Just my opinion, though. And that's it with this last segment. All right, folks, we have come to the end. Another edition of Lakers React. Thanks for checking us out. We will see you next week coming through on Lakers React. To find out more shows like this, search on YouTube, hashtag Lakers React, and we'll see you next week. Deuces.